This is really critical to look at, actually. It's not some esoteric thing, some periphery thing. This is real. This is the Middle East, the Holy Lands. You could take the Jewish people and push them all into the sea. Get rid of the Jewish people altogether. Not one Jew standing. You think there'd be peace there? The people who are hateful toward the Jew will be hateful of the next one. How about the Christian? Or each other? We got Joan of Arc behind us here. She had a sham of a trial. At least she had a sham of a trial. In the Middle East, you don't even get that. World War I, not all that long ago. Well, they were treating Jews pretty much like, illegal immigrants. They were violating their promises. They were breaking promises to the Jewish people, was Great Britain. So they decided, let's throw it to the UN. The Jewish people get their land as per the UN mandate. Then what happens? They get attacked, right? So they went out and won their wars. Against insurmountable odds, they won all the wars. The Jewish people are not the problem. Israel is not the problem. It's the Arabs, and they're only using the Palestinians as a dagger, as a pawn. The Jewish people offered land for peace, and each time turned down. They offered land for peace. Yasser Arafat turned down 94% of the land, sovereign control, half of Jerusalem, Palestinian capital there. He was never a partner in peace, and none of them on the other side ever really are. There's a book written by Leon Uris called The Hajj. And in The Hajj, there's a line that goes like this. In the Arab world, it's brother against brother. Then it's the brothers against the father. Then it's the brothers and the father against the cousins and the uncle. Then it's that clan against the next clan. Then it's that village against the next village. And in the end, it's all of them against the infidel. And that's all that we're looking at here. Has nothing to do with the Jew, has nothing to do with the Christian. It's in the Quran that the Jew and the Christian are not the infidel. The Jew and the Christian are the book holders or book carriers, depending on their translation. The ones that are screaming and yelling about the Jews and the Christians are not even Muslims anyway. They're going directly, violently flying directly in the face of the law of the faith. Tens or even hundreds of millions of good Muslim people that are just looking to raise their families and live their lives. But the overarching sense of their religion is not peaceful. They need to go ahead and say, we are a religion of peace, making clear that they are of peace, and that the ones that are chopping off heads in the name of Islam or any of the other horrible atrocities going on in the Middle East, that's not what your faith is. We need to see Muslims, imams, rise up. Imams, all of you, every American mosque, imams, rise up and say, this is not us. March up and down Fifth Ave. Show the world that this is not what Islam is, rather than just hiding away from it. Don't be so cowardice. Step up. They're not going to chop off your heads if you got enough of yous. You got safety in numbers. Hey, President Trump, reach out to the American mosques. Reach out to the imams and say, let's rise up together. And if they tell you to go to hell, then you go ahead and tell the world, look, I made every effort here. In the Arab-Israeli conflict, the problem is the Arab, not the Israeli. This is not to say that Israel is perfect in all of this. Of course not. They're humans. They're going to err. Israel has done things it shouldn't have done and hasn't done things it should. Of course. In Israel, you've got human rights on high, women's rights, gay rights, on and on it goes. It's the only democracy in the entire region. We as Americans are supposed to just simply understand that that's an ally in that region, an important ally, the only real ally. Now, Egypt and Jordan have come a long way since the Yom Kippur War. In the meantime, all any of us need to know is that Israel is not the problem. Long live Israel. I'm Rob Arnold. There's a whole load of perspective for you. That's just the tip of the iceberg. I say perspective, yes, is paramount. Yes, keep the proper perspective.